Brian was happily working as a production welder at a company in his hometown when the unimaginable happened. The company offshored all positions, a situation that could have been devastating. Next in Elevate, Iowa, Brian finds great opportunity in the face of great opposition. Welcome to the new Iowa.
Elevated past old notions of manufacturing.
Where manufacturing is exciting, clean,
and a career worth talking about.
The Iowa Advanced Manufacturing Grant paid for the state's 15 community colleges to focus on manufacturing in new and meaningful ways.
And these are their stories.
Brian Helm was an accomplished production welder at Gitz, a company that made automotive components. But one day, bad news set in.
I was actually gone on the Monday they announced it, and got a phone call from a friend that I worked with. And he said, hey, it finally happened. There had been rumors circulating for quite a while, 4 or 5 months, that a possibility that it would close or we would reduce a lot of employees there. And they kind of made the call that they're going to move operations to China and Mexico. So everybody kind of took that pretty hard because Gitz has been in the Crescent community for over 75 years, but luckily the community kind of surrounded, kind of gave us a big hug, saying, it's going to be all right.
The strongest support for Brian came from education professionals who visited Gitz. What can a person do with an education? Brian found that answer at Southwestern Community College.
SWCC came out there, the local Iowa workforce came out there to kind of get us started on our next chapter. At first I just want to get back to work. That's all I really knew, But then I got to hearing about the industrial maintenance program here. And I knew working in manufacturing, seeing what the maintenance guys did on a daily basis, working with their hands, something different. So I said, hey, sign me up for that. Got all the financial aid stuff rolling, unemployment, and they were really helpful with that, SWCC and our workforce too, with getting me set up with classes, because I started in the spring, so it was kind of shuffling the classes around. It was a little difficult at first, but got things settled. So.
Well, let's face it, every company out there has got a need for maintenance people right now, it seems like. And they're having a terrible time finding the people with the skill sets that they need. When I started years ago, I was fortunate. I could walk in off the street and go to work on a job. So I've kind of from the school of hard knocks, if you will, on industrial maintenance. Nowadays, with the cost of the machines, with just-in-time manufacturing techniques and everything, we can't afford to have a machine down in Creston, Iowa, because it might affect a machine, a factory in, let's say, California or New York State, because they're waiting on those parts. So they're needing people that's got a skill set that can come in and immediately be able to pick up on the needs of the plant and how to do those troubleshooting skills and everything that they need.
This is a PLC, it's a Micrologix 1400. And then this is an HMI, it's a human machine interface. Right now I've programmed it to simulate a motor turning on, which is the light. I press the start button on the touchscreen and it will latch the light on, just like you would a motor if you wanted to start it.
The program was started because of the Department of Labor grant that the state of Iowa, the community colleges, the state of Iowa got, of which SWCC, Southwestern here, got approximately $900,000 to start this program. By using that money, it gave us the opportunity to get the trainers that you've seen in the classroom and some of the materials that we need and of course my salary and everything. But more importantly, after the program was beginning to evolve, if you notice around the room, I've got several thank you to different companies. Those are people that are on my advisory committee. And so they're industries within our region that have said, yeah, we want to partner with you, we want to be involved with you. And so my entire program has basically been run through them to make sure that the curriculum is what they want, that the skill set that we are teaching is within the lines of what industry and the entire area needs, not just an individual industry. And so they've been very instrumental in helping with this, but it would not have started if it hadn't been for the grant monies that we received.
But it is connected through RS-32 cable to communicate from the HMI to the PLC. So this will be over there with my conveyor and motor for my quality control.
Brian, used to being a hard worker from his welding days, wanted to use his new skills as quickly as possible. He was ready to get to work. With the help of Iowa Workforce, he quickly found the satisfaction of using his new skills.
I said, hey, hook me up with a job. And they're like, all right. So we put in several, they helped me out with a new resume, put in several different resumes around this area. And Ferrara was the first one to, call me. I sat down with them and they said, hey, we're willing to give you an internship for the summer here. And I said, sounds good to me.
We make gummy candy, that's and fruit snacks. So that's our main staples here. Our most popular and what we make the most of is Trolley. Trolley is our biggest brand here. We're the largest manufacturer in the company for Trolley. It's our bread and butter. And it's stuff that you see every day in every store across the United States. So we're the largest non-chocolate candy producer in the United States. So yes, as a company, billion-dollar company now. Brian, he was a good experience for us. Don't have to have all the knowledge in the world, but willing to learn, and then having some general background where he would see something and go, oh yeah, I remember that from school. So it was a wonderful experience, and he did a great job for us.
The reason I chose to get into industrial maintenance was because of the variety of things you do on a daily basis. When I was at GITS, I did welding, and it was kind of a production welding, but with industrial maintenance, you do everything. You do the welding, you do troubleshooting, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, you do it all. So that really interests me because I love working with my hands. And I know watching the maintenance guys at GITS, they were paid a little bit better than I, and that was intriguing too, but it was mostly just the skill set you need to be a maintenance person. And I've talked to the HR lady there, Robin, and she said, right now we don't have a maintenance position, but she says once May comes, she says, call me, we'll find something for you. So that's really awesome because after losing your job and then people saying, hey, we want you, you did a good job. I mean, it makes you feel good. So really grateful for the opportunity that they gave me, that Iowa Workforce gave me, SWCC gave me.
The initiative Brian took to intern over one summer has turned into one sweet career, a career as a maintenance technician at Ferrara Candy Company.